Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So today we are going to continue our yesterday's story, which is a transfer and promotion. So yesterday we have talked about the promotions in two ways, how we can promote the employees in a two way, and today we are going to talk about the transfer. So in Oracle Fusion we can transfer the employee in two ways, by the simple transfer and by the global transfer. So let's see what is the difference between those two transfer. So for that I'm just going to move to the Excel first. Okay, so here let's say we can write local or the simple transfer. And we can also say only the transfer. Okay, so for example, employee working in US 1 entity. Okay, and working as in human resource admin. Okay, so in the transfer we cannot change the work relationship. What we can change in the transfer and what we cannot change. Okay, so we cannot change the work relationship. Work relationship of the employee. Okay, because for that we have to change the legal employer also. But in the transfer, simple transfer, we can change the department, we can change the position, we can change the location, we can change the assignment detail. Okay, but not the work relationship. And in the global transfer, like for example, your employee is working in US 1 legal entity and now you want to transfer the UK legal entity. So that's what we do in the global transfer. Okay, so in the transfer and the simple transfer we can change the employee's department, position, location and assignment, and but we cannot change the work relationship of the employee. But in the global transfer we can change the work relationship of the employee. Okay, because in the transfer legal employer is going to be the same of the employee, but in the global transfer the legal employer is going to be changed. Okay, you are moving the employee from one legal entity to the another legal entity. Okay, that's the difference between transfer and the global transfer. Now let's move to the application and see how we can perform these two tasks. So first we are going to do the transfer only. So for that you have to log in as an HR specialist. Then you have to go to the My Client group and find your person whom you want to transfer under the person management. Okay, so here you have to find your employee. Let's just open this. So he is currently working in US 1 legal entity. Okay, and his assignment is controller. Okay, so now let's transfer this employee. So we have to go to the edit option and click on the update. Okay, so it's asking the action, why are you update the employment? So I want the transfer. Here you can see the transfer option. Okay, and here you can see the global transfer. So let's just first select the transfer, and why are you transferring? So here you can see the career progression, the internal recruitment, the location change, the manager request, and the reorganization or the worker request. Okay, so these are the reasons you have. So for example, your worker wants to transfer for any other department, right, and any other location, so you can select at that time the worker request. Okay, and for the reorganization, you are building the new department, so you just want this employee to your other department, so you can also select the reorganization here. And if for example any manager can request for the employee, so you are just going to transfer that employee. So these are the action reason you have why you want to transfer the employee. And also you can create your action and action reason by the configuring action task. Okay, so let's select here location change. Okay, let's click OK. So worker business unit is not going to change here, but for the global, here you can change the location. Okay, just change the location. Now you have to review. If you want to request any other role or the current role, you can, otherwise just click OK or cross it, cancel this to move to the next. So this is the current location and this is the proposed one. Okay, so whatever you are going to change, it's going to visible on the proposed value. Okay, if you change the provision and notice period, so here you can see the current value and here you can see the proposed one. Now I'm just going to submit this. Okay, so it's when go to for the approval according to the hierarchy. After the approval, employee's location is going to be the change. Okay, now we receive the confirmation. Here you can see the location saved now. Okay, now we can just click on that. Okay, so let's just close, and then we want to find our another employee whose uh, whom we want to transfer globally. So he is currently working as for the US Fund legal entity and US Fund business unit as a consultant. Okay, if we just go to the edit option and click on the update, so it again asking for the action. So we are going to select this time the global transfer. When you select the global transfer, here you can see it is asking for the destination legal employer. Okay, and when you select the transfer only, it is not asking anything. You have to just give the reason why are you transfer the employee. Okay, and this is also not a mandatory option, but when you select the global transfer, it is asking for the destination legal employer. Why? Because in the global transfer you are going to change the employee's work relationship. Okay, the legal employer. So what is a work relationship? So basically work relationship is a relationship between the employee and the employer. Okay, and here also you can select the action reason for request as a reorganization. Okay, and I select the UK legal entity as a destination legal employer, and now here you can see the copy primary assignment data. So whatever your assignment data here for the US legal entity of your employee, if you select yes here, then it's going to be copied there same as it is. Okay, and if you select no, so you have to fill all the information again according to your business unit. Here you can see that display previous primary assignment data in the assignment page during the work relationship creation. Okay, and if you select no, so we have to create the work relationship. Now let's click yes, and then we are going to move forward. So you can see by default the existing assignment will have the inactive payroll eligible status. Okay, so it does not give you a error while processing the payroll for your employee, because we are transferring the employee from one legal employer to the another legal employer. So one legal employer's payroll is going to be the deactive. Okay, now let's click OK. Okay, so here you can see these 4 steps you have to fill while processing the global transfer. So these information already filled because we select in the copy assignment detail as yes, and if we select no, these information we have to fill again. Okay, because the identification number. Okay, see the address is already filled, so we have to fill all the information here. If we select no there, but we select as a copy, so everything is filled here for the address to the phone detail and then email detail also. Here if you want you can change the business unit also. Okay, and if you want If you want to move forward as a consultant, then you can remain this selection. If you want to change the job or position, you can change it. You can also change the grade of the employee. Okay, you can change the location. And the other information is working as a manager or not, hourly or salaried, working at home or not. Okay, what is the working hours, the start time and end time, and here you can give the manager details also. So I'm going to select here Morgan Alex as a line manager of the employee. Okay, then also here you have to give the tax reporting unit, the payroll information of the employee. It's going to be the pay by the weekly, monthly and the bi-weekly. Here you have to select it. Then we are going to go to the next option, which is the compensation and the other information. Here you have to select the salary basis. So here you can see the salary range, so you can enter the salary range between the 72,000 to the 85,000. Okay, let's select the 75,000. so this is the annually amount. Because we select the annual basis salary, we select the hourly rate. So the amount were recomputed using the workers new salary basis. Okay, same if we select the any other option. Okay, then again you can see the range between 70 to 85, and this is the annual amount here. This is one more. Okay, so now let's just select at last the annual salary. And here is the other compensation option. If you want to give, you can award as a compensation. So here you can select your compensation allowance. Okay, so here you can see the instruction. This is the higher rate and this is the lower rate. Okay, so start date is this and end date is this. Here you can now just click OK, because we are going to compensate to employee because of the location change. Okay, now we can click on the next, and then we can submit this global transfer action for the approval. Here we can click on the submit. Okay. So this is a review page, the employee. Okay, so now let's just go to the person management. Okay, and here you can see we transfer this employee as the senior consultant, and the location is going to be the London for this employee. Okay, the action is a global transfer because of the reorganization. Okay, so this is the employee we just transfer as a globally. Okay, so his previous assignment is going to be then terminated. Okay, then and here you can compare this employee's salary after transfer and before transfer. So as a consultant, his earning is 74,000 till 2023, and now as a senior consultant his salary is starting as a 75. Okay, so this is how the salary impact on the transfer when we transfer the employee as a globally. Okay, and this employee we transfer in a different location. Okay, we transfer from Chicago to the Atlanta within a same legal employer. Okay, so here you can see there is a no changes in the salary because we just transfer employee's location, not the payroll. Okay, because when the employee is within a same legal employer, his payroll is going to be the remain. Okay, is there when you are going to give the location allowance, then it is a different option, but if you want to transfer within a same role, then same salary is going to be there with the employee. But just like the global transfer, when you change the employee's location or the legal employer from one legal employer to the another, salary is going to be the revised. Okay, so this is all about the today's session. We saw the employee transfer and promotion. So these are the story how we can display the impact of the salary in the transfer and the promotion of the employee. So thank you so much for watching the session.